management. So if you happen to, already spend some time on that one, you can still submit it as your homework. But otherwise, let's just try to accomplish the 7 segment one that is already updated to the Beach Board, is the most up to date one with the title Lab 4. Okay. So right now, if you will, give me a second. I will just um explore the. Okay, give me a second. Let me import the slide into this device. Okay. So by the way, if you want to download the slide, it's on Beachbone right now. There's two material you can use for finishing this lab. One is called the 7 segment display. So that is kind of like a pre-lab that you can read. There's some detailed information of how the 7 segment display is working. And you also have the lab 4, which is the lab manual itself. So it's good to have both on your device so you can have a look when you encounter a problem during the simulation of the lab. And give me one few more seconds. Let me also import this one in my device. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Wait, not this one. Should be mobility here. Okay, so I would like to first just guide through in like the overall requirement and what is the assignment that is asked in lab 4 at first. Just to have you guys a brief idea of what is gonna take place, what we're gonna accomplish in today's section. So once you have the big target in your mind, then I will start to go over with you the extra reading material offered by Professor Wegdy. I find this is probably going to be very helpful to go through also this material to help you to understand how we can turn on or say control the 7 segment display that is attached on our board. Okay, so first, just like briefly take through the brief introduction here. So in this lab, it's mentioned that the Dragon top board, I believe, is also applied for the Dragon light board. We have 4 digits of the common cathode 7-segment LED displays. So the port B is going to be the port that we use to control or say drives this 7-segment LEDs. And on the other hand, the port P, or say PTP 0 all the way to PTP 3. So there's going to be 4 PTP port are going to be provided ground, the cathode of the 7-segment display. Okay, give me a second. I think I also kind of want to also open the video. Okay. Right. And so the 7-segment display we have on our board is called the common cathode. So each of the 4, or say all of the 4 digits of the display. Let me show you right now. Give me a second. Let me also pull up it from here so I can have a better look. Wait, view option. Okay, let me see how could I show my camera. Okay, should we go back to? Could you guys see my camera right now? Is this even activated?
No.
No.
Okay, got it. Let me try one more time. Yeah, it seems like it's off. You're doing screen sharing, stop video sharing. What about right now?
Yeah, but it's not on the main screen.
Okay, let's just stop the screen share, and right now it should be pop up at the main screen.
Yes.
Give me a second. Okay, let me also open that up. Oh, I don't want to do Galaxy view, so let's just pick a speaker view. All right, cool. So here it's not powered, but this is the 7-second displays I was talking about. Let me put it into a better location. So as you can see, there's like 4 of them, and each one of them are going to be controlled by the port B at the same time. And on the other hand, wait, did I just get disconnected? Okay, it should work right now. Okay, but at the same time, the ground of this 4 displays is going to be controlled by 4 different ports, and they are kind of like internally connected to each other. But you can use the program to control which display is going to be turned on and which display is going to be turned off by configuring if the display is now connected to the ground or not. Okay, so you can see this as twofold. First, for the anode, it's going to be controlled by the, okay, give me a second. Let me just confirm that again. For the anode, it's going to be connected by the port B. Port B to drive it. And then at the ground, it will be controlled by 4 different PTP ports. And they could be set on and off like individually to determine which display is going to be turned on and which display is going to be turned off. But keep in mind, if you choose to having 2 display on at the same time, because like I say, we're only using 1 port, like the port B, which including 8 bits, a byte to control every display. So they'll be displaying the same number if you choose to let them display like simultaneously. Okay, so as you can probably tell, if you want to display 4 different numbers, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the display, you kind of need to create a delay for, it will be flashed very quick that we cannot tell by our human eye, but it's kind of like displaying one at one time into one of the digits, and it's kind of like you can say switching or say toggling between the four digit. So in our human eye, we can see that it's the full, we see 4 number over here instead of like flickering because like the frequency is so fast. Okay, so this is going to be the component that we are going to focus on today. And also, I would like to also introduce it right now. I believe in the section 2 of today's lab, it will be involved something called, let me take a look again, the term, just to make sure. I think it's called the PTP switches. Let me pull out that map. Okay, yeah, so my bad. Okay, so in the second section of today's lab, we're gonna connect the 7-second LCD display with a switch called the PTH switch. So the PTH switch is actually just the switches that's below the 7-second display, which is this white, this red switches over here. So in that one, we're gonna try to use those switches to control the 7-second display. So once you hit the second assignment, you need to focus on this red switches and the 7-second display at the same time. Okay, so a little bit brief introduction about the hardware, and now let's just jump back to the lab manual to see what exactly is we're gonna try to do for today. Right? So looking back here, okay, so again, it says that the introduction gives you a brief idea of what port is controlling the 7-segment LED. And then says, notice that the PTP0 provided ground for the most left digit. And the PTP3 is for the most right digit. So if you take a look on it, give me a second. So for the PTP, let me draw a little figure over here. Maybe, no, maybe not this color. I'm just gonna make it purple. Okay, so here, so for the PTP, so PTP3, PTP2, PTP1, PTP0. Like if you order it like this way, okay, I think this is a little bit as this. So the PTP0 is going to be connected, is going to be control the most left digit. So in other words, it's going to be the most significant byte, most significant bit. And on the other hand, the PTP3 is going to be controlling the LSB, which is the least significant bit. So when you're trying to configure the value you want to fit in to kind of like controlling your PTP port, this is the figure you need to keep in mind to make sure that you are turning on or off the digit that you want. Okay, so notice that the PTP3 is actually connected, is controlling the least significant bit, which is going to be the bit that is at your far right-hand side. And the PTP0 is going to be controlling the MSB, which is on your left-hand side.
Samson?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm confused. The most significant bit, I don't know if it's because the video is mirrored, but isn't it on the right?
Oh, okay. So I find this probably going to be a little bit confusing if I try it out